I'm recording my computer, and after that I will put the conversation on YouTube because I don't know what happened. Okay, so girls, we are here today to talk about our dreams. The first question we already answer. Yasmin is from IT area. Priscilla already introduced herself. All right, and let's start. Yasmin, can you read the question number two, please, and give your thoughts about that? And after that, Priscilla can start and we can move on. All right? Can you read, please?
Yes, what are your thoughts on the nature of dreams? For me, I since of 2018 read about psychology, so I started to learn the dreams and meaning in a psychoanalyst area, no? So I love dreams. Uh, Even that dreams so strange and confused had a meaning. No. And for me, my thoughts is all of dreams had this meaning.
All right. I never about the dreams on this way, in psychoanalyst way, but it's a good perspective. And what about you, Priscilla? What do you think about that? The question number two.
Okay. Number two, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what do you think about the nature of dreams? I believe that dreams can sometimes be a worry. I've had some experience through my life that were confirmed within the same week or even the other day. But for the most part, I believe that dreams are a way, no, are a way to unload your tired mind. Although, although depending on the dream, you become even more tired when you make up. Yes.
All right. That's a good answer. I think the way I think about the dreams more close what you say, but I want to listen from you, Rita. Let's try again. Now your microphone will work. Rita, are you there? Anyone can hear Rita? Because I don't hear nothing. Alguém consegue ouvir a Rita? Que eu não estou conseguindo ouvir nada. Ok.
No.
Ok. Rita, I don't know what is happening. Eu não sei o que está acontecendo, but we can hear you. Can you, me internet, okay, no problem. You can listen our conversation without problem. If during the immersion, se durante a conversação, seu microfone funcionar, testa novamente, ok? You can try again. Let's check. I don't know. Yeah, that can be a good one. Yasmin gave you a good tip. Yasmin deu uma boa dica sobre arrumar o microfone. Ok. Let's move on with the. Oh, I want to give my thoughts about that because for me, there is different type of dreams, You had the dream, you go to sleep and you dream with something. And this is a kind of dream, and sometimes this can be really crazy, you know. I remember when I was younger and I was a child, I always liked to dream I was running, and in some point uh, eu pulei, I don't know how to say pulei in English, and I start to fly. You know, it's really awesome. That kind of dream. I was flying above the city, and I could move forward I could move fast to other place, and was really nice. And I remember at some point I start to falling, começava a cair, eu batia os braços to go up again. But the other type of dream, it's the adult dream, you know. For example, nowadays I had two daughters, I had two kids, so I dream they grow up and became good persons, and they can make good decisions to their lives. So there is different types of dreams, you know. But I prefer to dream wake up. It's the best type of dream for me, when you can imagine yourself in a better situation or in another place. I prefer to dream wake up than nowadays. It's hard to dream when I'm sleeping. I don't know the reason, but this is what I think about the dreams. So let's move on. Priscilla, can you read the question number 3, please, and start answering, please?
Yes. Number 3. Do you often dream at night? What types of dream have you had? I usually dream and I usually remember my dreams. If I read a book or watching a movie and tend to go sleep, I'm sure I will dream about each warm night. That's right.
All right. All right. Yeah. Uh, if you read a book or watch a movie, it's sometimes your dream mix up everything, you know, something about your day with that movie, and then you can have a really crazy dream. And what about you, Yasmin? Did you?
For me, nowadays, I'm not dreaming a lot. And when I dream is about my work or something so strange. Like I remember I usually go to the gym, and in someday in this last week I just dream about in the gym with uh oh my god, a stronger person, a strong and famous person. Is dreams is some crazy dreams and stranger dreams, but in the past years, I remember I was like Priscilla, and when I read a book or watched a movie, I started to dream about it. But nowadays, I usually don't dream anymore.
All right. But you are too younger to don't dream when you go sleep, you know. But I got curious about who is the famous person you dream you are working out, you are você estava doing exercise.
Oh, was with Leo Stronda, him?
Of course, I already know him.
This dream was so crazy.
He is really fun, because I'm not really addicted to go to the gym, but I know Renato Cariani, Leo Stronda, and all
I
those.
started
Yeah,
to watch the Kariani's video, so I think since it my YouTube recommendations best to be always about gym and famous gym person too.
yeah. I really like Leo Stronda. He is really, really funny. Okay. Let's move on. Do you typically drink
Guys,
at
can you
night?
hear me?
No, we can hear you,
Yeah,
Rita.
I'm live.
Yeah, yeah. Let's listen you. Um, what what happened with you? Do you drink at night? What kind of drink do you have?
Uh, I'm a very agitated person, so in the night I have a restless sleep and I drink a lot at night. I don't drink about things have a sense. Uh, I I I drink about the life of the things we not have doesn't have any sense, but I usually to drink a lot at night.
Okay. So you are a woman who drink a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yasmin say she didn't drink a lot anymore, and Priscilla say she drinks sometimes. In my case, it's really hard to drink about something, or sometimes I wake up and I know I dream about something, but it's hard to remember what is. But there is sometimes this isn't frequently to me. Do you know that kind of dream you dream about something and your dream looks too real to it's like the reality, and when you wake up, you can't forget about that dream. Do
See.
you already had this kind of dream? I remember when, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago, I was dreaming, I was dreaming, dr- I was dreaming about my funeral, I was that, and I could see myself no caixão and people around me crying, and my wife, my kids crying because I was that. And that dream was so real to me. And when I wake up, I make how can I say? I give a good look to my life, what I was doing wrong. I don't know, maybe God is calling to me to go to the heaven. I don't know. So uh, I make better decisions in my life because I say, God, if you want to leave me, I'm not prepared to go. Eu sonhei que eu tinha morrido e foi um sonho muito real para mim. E eu falei, acho que não tô querendo ir, não. So there is this kind of dream, sometimes dreams can be really crazy, and sometimes then can be really real, really real. Sorry about that. Can be really realistic, muito real. So let's move on. Let's start with you, Rita. Now your microphone is working. Can you read the question number 4, please, and start answering?
Yes. How do you interpret your own dreams? Uh, I don't interpret my dreams. I'm not a superficial person, no. So I think this dream don't have any sense, or does it make a does it try to make? talk about something for me. I don't, I don't think you have some, let's say, some things in my day. I think dreams is about the things you are, maybe you are thinking about in the day, or I don't know what to say, preocupado durante in the day, and you have some dreams. But I don't, I don't think it make a sense or make me try to talk about something in my life.
All right, so you are not a superstition
Super,
person.
no.
Okay. And what about you, Yasmin? Do you believe your dream can you already say you look to dreams in perspective of the mind psychologist or something like this? Do you think dreams can teach us something or not? What do you how do you interpret this?
Yeah, I always I had a dream, a stranger dream. I tried to search about this to understand why I had this dream. And uh, like I said, I have a strange dream about the Lundstrom. And in the dream, I remember he's saying, uh, "Don't worry with other people. They are looking at you because you are training well." And I remember when I had this dream, I come back to the gym after months. I didn't um, went to, and I remember when I went to the gym, when I come back, I start to think, oh, some people are looking to me. And in a few days, I had this dream. And always I had a dream, I started to think or search about the meaning of this dream, no?
All right. So I had to say congratulations to Leo Stronda of your dreams because he give to you a really good advice. You know, don't take care, não se import with what persons is thinking or talking about you. So it was a really good dream, you know. Congratulations. And what about you, Priscilla? Uh, what do you think about that? The question number 4.
Yes, most dreams I don't even think about, but some of them I look for a meaning on the internet. Obviously, it's a mistake. I know, but I still have this pagan habit. Others that I believe are a warning. Happen differently. It's if I am awake but dreams, it's a stranger.
All right, all right. Um, I think, in my point of view, I think I'm more close with what Hita says. You know, I'm not a superstition guy. I don't believe if I drain with water, I can die drowning, for example. My mother-in-law, minha sogra, she always had this kind of thinking, you know, if you drain with this, so that will happen in your life. If you drain with that, that other thing can uh, happen in your life. And I remember my father-in-law, meu sogro, sometimes she had some dreams. He when he was alive, he liked to play in I forgot the name, that game with animals. Uh, what is the name? Oh man, I
Snake?
forgot. Aquele jogo do bicho. I remember. My father-in-law liked to play jogo do bicho, and if you come to his house and say, "Oh, I dream with a snake," he go to the jogo do bicho and play in the cobra. So, but I not this way. I think dreams can be crazy, as I say, and doesn't mean anything in the most part of my life or during my dreams. But there is different types of dream, and the realistic ones, I believe the type of dream you wake up and you can't forget. It's a way. I'm not here to talk about the religion, but I want to express what I believe. So I think this kind of dream is sometimes God trying to say something to you. This is what I believe, but most part of my dreams are crazy. It's hard to have this kind of realistic dream. So I don't look to what is the meaning, but if I had this realistic dream, I try to think myself what you are trying to say to me, God. But I don't go to internet or look or in other way to consult what is mean. I look to myself. Usually I do this. I look to myself, or I go to pray to give some answer about that dream. So that what I believe. So let's move on. Yasmin, can you start again, please, reading the question number 5 and give your thoughts about that, please?
Yes, do you believe dreams hold meaning or can foretell the future? Share your perspective. For me, all of dreams had a meaning, like I said, and if it can foretell the future, I don't know. Um, it's crazy to think about this now because I always try to think in a uh, by psychology reason of the dreams, but I don't know. Maybe yeah, for the people who believe in this. No, I think the reality is all about the the what you can believe. No, so if you believe the dreams are the dreams had another perspective, like a mystic perspective, or can foretell the future. Okay, for me, this can be your your belief, and if you are like me and think the dream had a meaning, okay too. The reality for me is not um is I think you just um, thinking about it, and if you believe this is the real thing, is it the real thing for you? I don't know if you understand my point of view, but it's what I think.
All right. And what about you, Priscilla? What do you think about that?
As I said, some do, but they happen differently. It's as it was if I am awake but dreaming, and they generally leave me with I have heart during the day. I've had about days dreams like this during my 31 years, and they and they always happened. That of people close to me and ways of doing betrayal, and I discovered the something I did in the dream. Things that won't happen, getting a new job without even having a an interview or submit my CV.
All right. All right. And that's a good, really, really good answer. And what about you, Rita? What do you think about that?
Like I told, I'm not a person, superficial person, so I don't believe that dream can predict the future or have any sense. I think it's really natural, and it's for me happen in the night, and when I wake up, I forget it, so can move on. All right.
All right. All right. Yeah. I think I already answered this. I don't believe many of times dream can mean something, but I remember we are talking, and I remember a really strange dream I had when I don't remember, 14, 15 years. Uh, I had two friends in the school, really, really good friends. You do everything together. So one day before I go to school, I was sleeping and I dreamed about this. I was in my neighborhood and I was walking in the street and I passed in front of quadra de futebol. I don't know how to say this in English. So in my dream, I was walking in the street, and when I looked to the football field, I saw these two friends. These my favorite two friends, my best two friends. And when I go to school, I wake up and I remember that dream and I go to school. I say to them, man, I had a really fun dream with you and you today. I was walking on the street, and when I looked to the field, I saw you and I saw you. And they make a face, man, are you talking seriously? And I say, yeah, I'm talking serious. I train with you and with you. We are discussing here, and they say we are discussing here because I train with him and with you. And they say I was in the field playing soccer with Leandro, and in some point we looked to the street and we saw you walking. So this was the really strange dream. Eu vou falar em português. Eu estava andando na rua e sonhei com esses dois amigos meus, o Leandro e o Beto. E quando eu conversei com eles na escola, eles tiveram o mesmo sonho, só que de outra perspectiva. Eles estavam no campo e a hora que eu passei na rua, eles olharam para mim. E o meu sonho foi, eu estava na rua e eu olhei para eles no sonho. Então, it was the most crazy dream ever, because I never had this kind of connection during the dream. But it was really interesting. I don't know if this can mean anything for me. Of course, we laugh about that, but usually dreams don't have meaning to me. But sometimes I think they can they can talk about something to us, you know, especially if you go to fly with airplane. If you dream about the airplane crashing, don't enter in the airplane, because I already saw a movie and this isn't good. Se você sonha que o avião vai cair, você vai viajar de avião, não entra no avião. Okay, let's move on. It's just a joke, all right, guys. Question number 6. Priscilla, can you start, please?
Yes. What was the most recent pleasant dream you remember? Now, off the top of my head, I don't remember a specific one. I've been dreaming a lot about money, but is a relationship related to the book I am reading, Think, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
All right. What is the Napoleon Hill? Hill is a writer. All right. I remember this name, but what is you dream about something or you read about something? I don't understand.
Ah, uh,
Can you repeat, please?
yes. Now, now off the top of my read, I don't remember a specific one. I've been dreaming a lot about money,
Ah,
but
okay.
but it's related to the book I am reading, Think of Grow Rich.
Okay. Yeah. Napoleon Hill is a good writer. I never read his books, but I saw a lot of people recommending this book, his book, sorry. And yeah, if you are reading a lot, you can dream with this. In your dreams, you are rich or you are working a lot to become rich. With which kind of dreams do you have with money?
A
Nos
question
seus,
for me?
yeah, nos seus sonhos, você falou que tá sonhando com dinheiro, né? Nos seus sonhos você é rica, tá lá fazendo chuva de dinheiro. O que você sonha com dinheiro?
Uh, One moment.
No problem.
Money, money falls from the sky.
This is a dream, of
Sonho.
course. Yeah, it's a dream. And okay, let me check. Priscilla, Rita, what about you? I think the question is you. I don't remember in the which question we are. You already answered that.
No,
Six.
I don't. Number
Okay,
6.
number 5. Yes, it's number 5. But you already answered.
No.
Okay, please
No.
go on.
I don't remember any good dreams I had ultimamente, but I love to dream with a lot of money, like Priscilla. Dreaming I stay in Las Vegas, spend my money in casino. It's a good dream for me.
All right. So let's move on. Guys, we are running out of time, and now I will give to everyone the opportunity to choose the question. Então, a gente está acabando nosso tempo, então eu vou dar para cada uma a oportunidade de escolher a pergunta que quer. Não vamos mais fazer na sequência, ok? So let's start with you, Priscilla. Can you choose a question? Can you read the question, please? And after, give your thoughts about that. Please say the number of the question to everyone can follow up. You are muted.
Sorry. One moment. 12.
Okay.
I dreamed that sorry, a question. Doesn't share an intriguing, I'm sorry, I don't
No
live.
problem. No problem. Go on.
Funny or mystical experience related to a dream you had. For me, I dreaming that my uncle had died, so I don't have to imagine in forehead of what it was like. I am summaries. I dreaming that he had died in a certain way, and at the end of the night my aunt calls and says that he died. And when she told me the same way, I dreamed of including the color of the church. Não sei se foi entendível.
Oh, I could understand you drain with your uncle die and he died. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Please don't drain. I go die, please.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Yasmin? The question number 12. Did you remember? You already say about your dream with La Stronda, but if you remember what other dreams, please share with us.
Um, there's a person in my high school classroom, and I dream about this guy. And when I dream with him, he was, oh my God, I don't know how to say this in English, but he was preso. And
Get arrested.
yeah, and when I dream him about him again, he was solto.
Okay.
So this is the experience I remember. I don't know if I remember other experience, but I have some dreams sometimes that something will happen, and this thing happen posteriormente, like you said about your when you say about your dream with your other friends, I started to think about the some theories in some cultures and religions about the meaning of dreams, and these religions and cultures think about the dream is a window for other realities, and I started to think, oh, there is not comprovation, a science comprovation, but if it was other reality, you know, in your my case, your case, no, it's crazy to think about this.
Yeah, really, really crazy. There is a multiverse in there, and maybe we can access. All right. And what about you, Rita? Do you
I'm
remember some
very
strange
person here
what?
because I think is this conversation a different person because the dream doesn't have any sense for me.
Yeah.
No, just one day I drink with my some friends, and during the day she sent for me one message, tell me if that's okay in my life. Just this.
All right. All right. Yeah, I had a lot of really strange dreams during my life, but I don't want spend more time talking about me. I want to listen you, Yasmin. Can you choose one question and give your answer, please?
Okay, I choose the sixth question. It is, what's the most recent pleasant dream you can recall? For me, sometimes it's not a dream, by itself is more a sensation I had when I know you when um you are almost sleeping and you have a sensation you are falling,
Yeah.
and it's a crazy sensation, but when I feel it is cool for me. But I know this have a specific name, espasmo hípnico. I searched about it, and is I don't know if it had a specific reason, but for me, it's crazy and it's cool to have this sensation you are falling and you, but it's sad when you just wake up.
Yeah.
For me, it's cool to have this sensation, but it's like you are uh, deitando na cama and just falling, 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 falling. It's like it's crazy, but it is a cool sensation for me.
All right. All right. And what about you, Priscilla? Did you, the question number 6, what is the most recent pleasant dream you can remember?
Number 6,
Yeah.
I number 6, I really unsure.
What?
Eu acho que eu já respondi a 6.
Yeah, but okay, no problem. And what about you, Rita?
Can I choose another question? Because you,
No
for me,
problem.
don't have
No problem.
problem.
Go
Like
on.
the age. Do your dreams affect your mood or daily life in any way? So, does it impact my mood? But I just don't like to dream about death, especially if I lost, because it makes me feel sad. But like I told for you, I forgot minutes before and live my day.
All right. All right. Yeah. In my case, I don't think and most of time drink can impact something in my life, but sometimes there is this kind of strange dreams. You think about yourself and about your life. So I don't think I got angry or happy with a dream, but of course, if I dream like Priscilla, money is falling from the sky and I became rich, maybe in that day I got more happier than other days. But usually dreams doesn't affect my humor, you know. So guys are coming back. Evelyn, Talita, and you, Rosalia. I want to listen from you. How was the conversation? What was your thoughts about dreams? Or can you share a little bit what you talking there, please? Evelyn, can you start? How was the conversation in the other room?
The conversation was very good, shared with the other friends about my dreams, my different dreams.
Some crazy
And
dreams?
yes, crazy dreams and about baleias. It's very, very crazy, but it's okay.
Okay, and what about you, Rosalia?
Yeah, it was amazing. This topic was so excited, like Talita said, because you need to remember your dreams. Sometimes you don't remember. In my case, it's difficult to remember because I think, oh my gosh, I never dream anymore. But it was little crazy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And what about you, Talita? How was the conversation? Talita, are you there?
Talita in this moment was at the gym. It's so
Okay.
much noise. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, guys, before we finish our conversation, I really like it. This topic today was really interesting because I could remember some dreams of my life, really crazy. Ah, Joca, are you there? How was the conversation to you, Joca? Joca, can you hear me? Guys, anyone can hear me? Vocês conseguem me ouvir? Faz um joinha
Sim.
aí. Ok, ok. So, in our conversation, I remember really good dreams I already had. I remember some bad dreams, but since everyone is here to speak in English, I want to share with everyone. There was a moment in my path studying English. I start to dream in English. Eu não sei se, I don't know if you already had this experience. You were dreaming in English. It's really amazing because in my dreams, I could speak everything in English. I was traveling, so I could talk with other people in English and I understand everything they say in English. In my dream, it was really a dream, you know? Eu estava sonhando que eu conseguia falar inglês, eu tinha viajado e falava inglês fluentemente com as outras pessoas, entendia tudo que elas falavam. And it was a really, really good dream. And anyone here already dream in English or not?
Oh, all the time. Then
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I dream that I make some speech that I'm explaining for everybody. The things always in English or another language that I'm studying. That I can change the languages all the time to go through to the English to Spanish and the Italian without change the words, only to speak in the good way. Oh my gosh, I'm so fluent in my dreams.
All right. Anyone else already dream in another language?
For me, I've dreamed one time. My dream is about I've meeting a, a Chinese famous singer, and because he's Chinese, he don't speak Portuguese. And in the dream, I just started to talk in English with him. This dream occurred a few years ago, but I remember.
Yeah. Anyone had other experience dreaming in English? Rita, Evelyn, Joca, Talita, Priscila.
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, but keep studying and one day you can dream in English. When I remember this, I had this dream 2 years ago and I wasn't good at all, you know. Eu não entendia nada de inglês. In my dreams, I was, I think I had one question, I don't remember, talking if you believe the dream can significate some aspect of the future. Se o sonho tem algum significado no futuro. So, thinking this way, I already dream I was fluent in English, and now I'm more closer to that dream than I was 2 years ago. So, guys, keep studying. It's really, really nice when you look back to your past and you saw how you evolve, you know. So one day, if you will never dream in English, you will dream and you can saw how is amazing. All right. But I want to finish our conversation, give you an advice. All right. In the beginning of the conversation, I say there are I believe there is two different dreams, you know, that kind of dream you go to sleep and you had that crazy dream, but there is other dream, in my opinion, when you dream alive, quando você sonha acordado. It's the kind of dream you can realize. I can see myself talking English. I can see myself traveling. I can see myself working abroad. One day, that was a dream to me. Houve dia que trabalhar para o exterior era sonho para mim. And if you are studying English because you want to achieve this dream, keep moving, keep studying, because one day you will realize this dream. All right, guys, I want to finish our conversation. Thank you, everyone. Próxima quarta-feira, 7 da manhã, estou aqui. Okay, thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Have a nice
Have a nice
day.
day.
Bye.
Bye bye.